Hello, hello, and welcome to this episode of Ambush on Air. I'm your host, Sam Bush, and as always, bringing you topical content in sales, marketing, and partnerships, all in the Microsoft space. Today, I've got Bri on from Doug to kind of talk us through something fun that they're putting on this year. Why don't you do a quick intro on who you are and really what you're up to?
Ambush fam, I'm Bri. So I'm the sponsorship account manager here at Dynamics User Group. We're the host of DynamicsCon, Convergence, DynamicsCon Regional, probably all your favorite events that you attend in the year. But I make sure that our companies that sponsor Doug events are fulfilled, happy, and having great experience, but also making sure that the partners in the space are getting the education and enriching experiences as well through our conferences. That's where our partner marketing and revenue pre-day comes in, which we're going to be talking about and getting excited for. But yeah, where do you want to dive into first?
Let's talk about the Partner Marketing and Revenue Day. I think it was at Convergence you came up to me and you're like, do you want to help me put this thing kind of together and build, like, let's do the content committee, all the things. And of course, my answer immediately was yes. I think right in that moment. So let's talk a little bit about, the event, what the kind of plan overall for it is, when it is, how much it costs, all that fun stuff. And then we have an open call to speakers that we can talk about after.
Yes, so PMR Pre-Day is going to be on May 12th from 8 a.m. to 4 o'clock p.m. And then after that, we're going to have the welcome reception for DynamicsCon from 6 to 8. And then after that is going to be all your usual DynamicsCon fun. The tickets, we're going to have an early bird price for $4.95, and then we'll enter a more standard admission fee of $6.95. So these tickets are not, I think it's important to note that these tickets are not included in the DynamicsCon ticket. So
Exactly.
if you wanted to attend PMR, you would have to purchase that ticket separately. While registration isn't open right now, if you could drop the link to the event page after this, we have like a interest form so that when we do launch registration, all those folks are notified first so that you can snatch up that early bird ticket. We're all here for a discount.
We love a nice cut in the price. We do. Awesome. So in the past, we've done Partner Marketing Day, and I think it's really fun to note this kind of conversation we've been having in the background, which is now marketers are asked to do a little bit more than just the standard marketing job, right? Now everybody's got limited budgets, everybody's got, siloed teams across the business, but how do we bring together this idea of revenue generation across sales, marketing, and partnerships? I think that's the difference in this event than maybe some others that we've had in the past or others are doing that I think really make this a no miss sort of day. We've already got a couple panels we're putting together, but let's talk a little bit about kind of what we're looking for with this open call to speakers. I think it's still open for 10 days or so?
Yes. So the call for session is hosted through Sessionize. It'll close on March 13th, and then we're hoping that the week after that we can get the agenda launched. But how the content committee has worked together is to create these content pillars of the topics that we've gotten feedback from the partner community that we think we need some more chats about, and not only people speaking at you, but speaking with you. I think the most powerful part of this event is getting all these amazing partners into the same room to build off of each other.
Yeah.
So what we're really looking for, I think, kind of talking about like the buying committees, the go-to-market motions, especially like in a digital first AI world. I think I remember we were in a meeting together and you were talking about how before someone even meets you or sees your company on the expo floor, they probably already know who you are and they have these preconceived notions. So being prepared to have those conversations with that in the back of their minds.
Yeah.
So I think that's one content pillar we wanted to focus on. And then as you were just talking about, the revenue alignment is another one that we're focusing on. Sorry, there's some background noise.
It's okay. It's not bad.
Okay, cool. And then also we are going to hold a little space, not that we're collecting sessions for this, but we're going to hold some space for some peer discussions on growth challenges. So really connecting with other companies and what type of growth challenges they're experiencing, whether that be in marketing, whether that be in sales, whether that be bringing it all together, so that more conversation type of learning, roundtable discussion. Other content pillars is that SEO component, especially with AI and email marketing. Anything else that you have to add within that one? I remember that.
Yeah, I think when it comes to the SEO side of things, I know one challenge I'm running into at Duop here, I've been on the team for a month and uncovering just some challenges we're having in showing up in ask and answer engines. So getting some people in the room who are ahead of the curve when it comes to generating content that people are actually looking for, that they're actually finding through large language models, I think is pivotal to the growth of our community overall. So looking for some people on that. I know I have a couple people in mind that I hope they submit. If not, I'll come knocking.
We're looking at you right now through the camera.
Exactly. You know who you are. You know who you are. That one I'm excited about. And then taking AI further than just the content side as a marketer, but talking about AI as part of your revenue strategy and steps that you can take within the tools you have in Microsoft to actually use AI to better your workflow and your life and your efficiency. I'm going to reach out to someone who I saw a really cool thing on LinkedIn that she did with the brand manager in Copilot. And I'm like, I didn't even know that existed, and I'm in Copilot every day. So things like that, where we can kind of educate the masses together on ways to elevate, I think are really exciting when it comes to the AI front. Again, not only just how do you write content with AI, like that's where a lot of people are in their journey with AI, but there's also some steps further we could be taking at this time.
Yeah, very excited to hear more.
Yeah.
But then we're also looking to do some like breakout tracks. I think we've seen in this event in past years that we've had a diverse audience in terms of like whether they're at a big organization, a smaller organization, whether they have a whole team for their marketing department or it's just one person. So I think holding space for both of those conversations is something that we're looking for. We're looking for submissions and like that go-to-market foundations to really set people up for success, even if it's just for, it's just them that's doing all the work. And then also having a more advanced track where we're looking at more advanced partner campaigns, partner studies for things that they're doing within their bigger marketing teams. I think that would be really interesting. One thing I wanted to ask you about, Sam, I remember that maybe last year there was some hesitation on like partners sharing their strategies, their campaigns, their case studies because they don't, like trade secrets or whatever. Do you have any like if somebody is maybe hesitant to submit because of that reason, like what would you tell them?
Yeah, I think this is a funny topic for me and one that I like coach often. No matter, even if I hand you my exact playbook, like I have handed my ABM in a box, campaign one, low level, low effort, no matter who does it or takes it, you're taking it and spinning it in your own way anyway. You're not going to replicate the exact same campaign that I did and it be the same because your messaging is different. The contacts you have are different. Following you have in LinkedIn is different. Right? There are no equal partners. Everybody has kind of a different scope they're going after. And if you disagree, I'd love to chat with you more about that and how you think you have the one and only VAR that does the one thing that you can't share. So in an ISV space, it's really easy to share wins because a lot of them are so like polarizingly different. Even in the AP space where I am now, I'm like, I'll show you my case study on how this worked because again, you're not going to do it the same way that I did it. And you're not going to have all of the same components, right? So still encourage, I really hope that we get some really, really great campaigns that worked and we can learn from each other on how those came to be.
Yeah, and we're a little light in those so far in the submission process. So really, I'm really excited to see who else is just showing off what they do. I think this event is also like a celebration of the things that have been most successful. Like put it on stage. Put it
on stage. Let's talk about it. Let's hear how you're doing something and hopefully gain some sort of nugget of education that we can take back and put into our own strategy.
Yeah, and then the last thing I wanted to highlight as far as content pillars was our events to pipeline segment, which I'm sure you're super excited about. In last year's marketing event, you put on such a smash hit of
Thank you.
The events to pipeline session that we just had to bring it back. And also we have a component of the schedule that we're hoping to hit where if a partner out there had a really successful events to pipeline experience at a conference, we would love for them to share, because right after this event, you're hitting the expo floor at DynamicsCon. So what better time to learn about all of this than now? But what are you so excited to see or hope to see
Yeah.
in people talking about this topic?
Yeah, last year I did a session really about like pre and post show, but I shared one of the biggest things that has made the biggest impact in driving pipeline, but also keeping my stakeholders who aren't there involved. And that is every single day at the end of the day, I make everybody come back to the expo, even if you're out in a boot doing whatever you do. You're coming back, and I ask everybody their high and low of the day. And then I document all of that. And then I send all of those highs to the executive team to say, today wasn't just a great day at the booth with these leads, but we had these conversations or we met with these partners, right? So I think bringing together a panel of people who have those kind of more like out of the box ideas on how they're doing it to keep momentum and keep the whole company focused on the event being a success and not just the account managers and account executives on site, right? Company-wide initiative to do an event. And I think that's the conversation I really want to have in this panel is how do we bring everybody alongside to drive this actual engine, which is where we spend 80% of our budget.
Yeah, for sure. I think too, like the point you just made about not only making sure that maybe your sales guy is there or just your marketing guy is there, like I think you got to bring your whole team. Like you got to bring all the cooks in the kitchen should be there to show it up.
Exactly. I know. So yeah, looking forward to that. And then just discussions about ideas that people have had. Like I've seen so many cool booths over my time in events. I've been doing Microsoft events for now 10 years. So I've seen all kinds of cool stuff. And sometimes having a really cool booth doesn't exactly equate to pipeline. So I'd love to have those successes and failure conversation too. I think would be pretty fun.
Yeah, I agree. Seen a lot of creative ideas out on the floor for DynamicsCon. I always love like an expo experience that a sponsor provides with like a theme, like it connects to their like core messaging, and yeah, I think that's always a
I
tease.
know. I've been trying to figure out if I need to get a border collie now that I'm at Duop and like bring her to every event just for like a little come hang out with Duop.
You guys
But
need
that might be
puppies.
too far.
You
I
need
know. I'm
puppies.
like, why aren't we sponsoring the puppies everywhere?
I know, coming
We
soon.
are dogs. You know what I mean? So
Cool. Yeah.
we'll
What do you
see.
think other people should know about PMR? I think that
Yeah.
is
I
a good
think
snippet of
my
it.
biggest drum I want to beat is that this is just it's not just for marketing and it's not just about marketing. We want sales leaders in the room. We want partner leaders in the room. Like there's one session on here that we're working on that's how to be the easiest partner, how to be an ISV easiest partner to a VAR with some real world examples in situations. And then also like how to build a partner program, right? If you have an amazing partner program as an ISV or as a VAR, how you decide what partners to work with on the ISV side. That's what we want to hear. Those are the people that I want to see submitting sessions and also sitting in the audience and tuning in. I think it's really pivotal to us kind of elevating our community as a whole, which is really important to me.
I think too, something that you just touched on was like we want diverse voices on our, whether that be on our panels, on our sessions, within our roundtables. Like we are not only looking for, the biggest companies that's
Mhm.
just an ISB. Like we want those one man teams on the stage. We want the ISBs, we want the bar, the SIs. Like we
Yeah.
want as many diverse voices that as we can get on the stage. So if you were like, I don't know if I have enough experience or if it's a profile, like
Yeah.
just submit. If it moved pipeline, if it made revenue, submit, submit, submit.
Exactly. Or if you have a use case of like, this didn't work and here's how I figured out it wasn't working, that's also really valuable content for us as well.
Yeah, I agree.
I'm excited. I feel
I'm
like
so
it's so
excited.
soon. It's
Yeah.
literally 2 months away. And I'm like, I got so much stuff between now and then. We're going to have a wild couple months.
I know. I feel like an engine, but this event definitely is something that has been getting me really excited. And I think
Yeah.
it's, even though it's expanding its focus more than it has in the past, I think that it'll be like hit that much harder and be that much more valuable for the folks that are in the room and
Agreed.
DynamicsCon attendees. Very excited about it.
Me too. Me too. Well, any final thoughts before we close it out?
Submit those sessions before
Let's
March
see them come through.
13th. Yeah. Make sure that you have that link in there, and then you'll also share that webpage with them as well, right?
And I'm going to say one disclaimer. Do not submit product sessions to this. I thought that went without saying, and it didn't. So we're just going to say it. Unless it is a like Dynamics product that you're using for sales and marketing and revenue alignment and partnerships, then we'll accept possibly.
Yeah.
That's exciting stuff. All right.
But if you want to give a product showcase, hit me up for sponsorship.
Hit me up. She said, look, I'm ready. Oh man, I just put together our like actual content for ours and I'm excited.
Yay.
Some cool AI stuff.
Love to hear it.
I know. All right, guys. Well, as always, Bree, thank you for joining. And as everybody listening, thanks for tuning in today. I hope to see you at the PRM Day here in just 2 months. As always,
PMR.
Acronyms are not for me. I even looked at it when I said it and then mixed up the letters. You guys know what I meant. Okay. I'll see you there. Or you're going to be square. All right. Thanks for listening. As always, party on.
Thanks, Sam.
Thank you.